show starts off with a tag team battle royal who's going to determine to be the captains of the SmackDown tag team situation on Raw for Survivor Series. But that gets interrupted by Braun. He comes out, the Ascension try to meet him, they get their asses kicked. People try to jump him when he gets into the ring, they get their asses thrown off, and no one gets thrown over the top rope. So Braun goes out and gets a chair, he sits down, and he says that he wants Baron Corbin. He doesn't get Baron Corbin, though. He says that he's going to hold the show hostage, or he's not leaving here until he gets him. But Stephanie McMahon walks out and basically gets up in his face and tries to give him and everybody else a pep talk, it seems, about Survivor Series. How she's not going to let Shane get away with what he did at Crown Jewel. And it's funny how Strowman is like, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't care. I want Baron Corbin, and I want another shot at the Universal Championship. Stephanie was like, okay, deal. If you win, if you help us win at Survivor Series, you'll get that. Okay. Alright, that's fine. But then, it's funny how you knew that Baron Corbin was eventually going to come out. But then Ronda Rousey shows up and she says that as far as, you know, arms and stuff like that, she says that she wants a challenge and she wants to show Becky how it's done as far as the arm thing. Arm. Corbin is in the ring and he tries to put his hand on Ronda Rousey and tries to, I guess, you know, get close to her or hype her up or something like that. And then Baron Corbin gets flipped over. So let me get this straight. We're supposed to take seriously that Baron Corbin is going to be facing Braun Strowman somewhere down the line. But he gets flipped over by Ronda Rousey like that. Ronda Rousey leaves because she was saying, hey, maybe I'll, you know, give everybody a sample right now. And that's why Corbin was like, no, don't do that to Stephanie, and then he gets flipped over. So, Braun Strowman actually walks up to Baron Corbin, who can't touch... Now, Braun Strowman cannot touch Baron Corbin, and he's like, when you're... After Survivor Series, hey, enjoy it while you can, because you're right now you're going to be Stephanie's lapdog. Yeah, and I'm going to neuter you. Alright. Fine. I'm just not hyped up for the Survivor Series. I'm just not. Especially after this match. Ember Moon versus Tamina. Ember Moon versus Tamina. After all these years, we really didn't care about Tamina. We didn't accept Tamina as a threat. We didn't want Tamina in the spotlight. We didn't believe in Tamina. But yet, somehow, some way, even though Nia Jax provided a distraction, Tamina beats Ember Moon. Please someone explain that to me. Logically. It took Tamina forever to get up that top rope in order to do the freaking Superfly splash. I'm just like, oh God, no. Tamina beating it. So Ember Moon, NXT to this. Seth Rollins and Corey Graves are in the ring. Seth Rollins talks about Nakamura and says that his mind is not really completely focused on Nakamura. He doesn't give a damn about Nakamura. Corey Graves is like, you should, and if you don't, then Nakamura is going to, you know, tear your head off, you know, kick your head in, beat you down. But Rollins was like, that's Sunday, this is tonight. I'll be laser focused on Sunday, but this is tonight. And says, Dean Ambrose, I want to know why. And Dean Ambrose, yeah, or are you not man enough to come down here and face me? Dean Ambrose appears on the Titantron, sitting on top of a car. You see a barrel that's on fire to his left. And he's like, wait, look. No, it's not that I'm not man enough. You know, I'll march down there and I can kick your ass again, but these people don't deserve that. These people don't deserve to see that. He proceeded to say that the Shield made him weak. Helping them out made him weak. Watching their backs, Roman's and Seth's made him weak. Sometimes we gotta burn it down. And puts his vest into his Shield vest into the burning barrel. So you couldn't have made it more dramatic. I mean, we waited quote unquote weeks for this. Anyway, Kurt Angle's music starts to play, but no Kurt Angle. You hear the record needle scratch, and then Dolph Ziggler's music plays, and Drew McIntyre's music plays, and they walk out. Drew McIntyre says that, yeah, do you believe him now? He said he was going to take over when he came to the main roster, and first it was the Shield, and now it's Kurt Angle. Kurt was an embarrassment. He gave everything that he had, and he gave him credit for that. Angle got credit from McIntyre for that, but his will to win was failing, and he started crying, and he says that Raw is my show now. No more room for weakness. Well, okay. I guess The Miz is not going to ever appear back on Raw as long as McIntyre's there. But anyway, Finn Balor comes out and proceeds to say that McIntyre crossed the line. Alright. McIntyre's like, you're just upset because I kicked you last week. And Finn Balor was like, alright, look, so you want to be a bully? Well, I'll handle you the only way I know how to handle bullies. So why don't you and me in a match one-on-one tonight? And McIntyre was like, yeah, you'll get your match, just not against me. He just, hey, Dolph, take care of this. And if you get past Dolph, I'll consider lowering my level against you. And then gets him a headbutt and pretty much knocks him out. He knocked Finn Balor out with his headbutt, but there was still a match that took place between Ziggler and Balor anyway, and Balor actually freaking wins. By a roll-up, it kind of looked like Dolph Ziggler kicked out, but a win nevertheless, even though McIntyre did try to do some interfering, but a win nevertheless. Balor escapes. Next thing you know, there's an argument in the back. When Balor was in front of Stephanie and Baron Corbin, Stephanie was like, that's what I want. I want you on the team at Survivor Series. Ziggler and McIntyre show up, and Stephanie was like, I heard what you said out there, McIntyre. Raw is my show. Yeah, okay. Alright. That's fine. After Survivor Series, you two can tear each other apart. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we'll believe that all this shit's gonna work out. Why is Ronda Rousey giving an interview in backstage talking about, yeah, I didn't mean to disrespect Becky or her road or whatever, but whenever Becky was doing this, I was taking arms. I was training to submit arms. I was breaking arms. I was giving, oh God. Nia on one side of her and Tamina on the other side of her wish her luck during the match at Survivor Series. And then you get the Riot Squad that hit the ring and they talk about the whole sunglasses incident with Jim the Anvil Neidhart, sunglasses, and Natty. Said Ruby tried to do this leading on apology thing, talking about she crossed the line. No, she didn't. She said that she enjoyed every minute of it. She wanted Natty to show emotion, and she wanted Natty to bawl like a baby. And she said that Jim Neidhart wore those sunglasses to shade himself away from Natalya because he was ashamed that she was his daughter. Natalya comes out alone, but she doesn't come down the aisle. She actually comes from behind when Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan you know, they were in the aisle waiting for Natty. But Natty comes from behind and attacks Ruby Riott in the ring. And then the numbers game. You knew that wasn't going to last. And then the poorest excuse for a Heart Foundation heart attack was performed by members of the Riot Squad. Oh, God. This heart attack was Miz-worthy. It was that cringeable. I was just like, oh, goodness. You couldn't have practiced it? You couldn't have done better than that? Anyway, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable won the Tag Team Battle Royal, so now they're the team captains of Raw's Tag Team Elimination Match at Survivor Series. I'm just not... No. Then you get Lesnar and Heyman to come out. Heyman, of course, does 99% of the talking. He talks about Braun Strowman, and he talks about AJ Styles. Okay. And then the segment just pretty much dies after that when Jinder Mahal comes out with the Singh brothers. Jinder Mahal said that last year he was trying to prepare for Brock Lesnar, and he said that don't underestimate AJ Styles. I'm here to help you. Brock Lesnar's like, hey, yeah, come on in here, come on in the ring, and you know what's going to happen afterwards. They do that Shanti stuff, and then Brock Lesnar does this Shanti stuff, leading them on, and then clothesline and Germans. Clothesline the freaking Jinder Mahal and Germans to the Singh brothers. Throwing them around, and I'm like, poor Singh brothers. And then Jinder is outside of the ring, so Brock Lesnar goes outside of the ring and just gives him an F5 outside of the ring. And I'm like, poor Jinder. Again, last year, WWE champion. This year, just fodder to everybody. Damn shame. Lio Rush, still annoying. Elias, very funny. He said that he gets a phone and he's like, "Hello, I'm Elias," and he calls. Is this child services? Oh God, that's funny. It was funny. I admit it was funny. Talking about Lio Rush. How old are you? Oh, you can't be much older than 10. Yeah. And Bobby Lashley is like, yeah, you know, why don't you come and say that to my face? Because Elias is like, Bobby Lashley sucks. Match. And the winner of this match gets the last spot of Team Raw. Bobby Lashley wins by count out. I understand that you want Elias to be something bigger and not for him to get pinned in his match, but the way that it transpired didn't resonate with me. I'm sorry, it didn't make any sense. Lio Rush actually holds the foot of Elias, so Elias could not get back in the ring because Lio Rush was under the apron. He was inside the apron, and Elias was right here trying to get up, and Lio Rush held him. And then afterwards, Lashley gets sidestepped into the freaking ring post outside of the ring. Lio Rush tries to run away. Elias throws him back in the ring and throws him back out of the ring onto Bobby Lashley. And I'm just like, this segment, it could have done without all of that. So now, Alexa Bliss will introduce the team members of the Survivor Series women's team. First, she announces Natalya. Okay, and she sent Natalya home because of the incident that happened earlier. Then, in a ring with her already is Mickie James, Nia Jax, and Tamina. And then there's going to be one more spot, and it's going to be determined by the Boss versus the Hugger. They have a match, and then they get attacked by Tamina and Nia Jax, and so the match gets thrown out, and Alexa's like, oh no, there wasn't a winner, what do? I introduced the final member, Ruby Riott. Wait a minute. Wait. So let me get this straight. You put Natalya on this team, and then you put Ruby Riott on this team. I want to know in what realm that makes sense. Please, explain this shit to me. You know what? That's not even worth ranting over, because right after that, Becky Lynch is shown on the Titantron having on to disarm her on Ronda Rousey in the freaking women's locker room. After that, she comes out down the aisle, and then the attack begins from SmackDown women jumping the Raw women. And it seemed like the only ones that were standing from Raw side was Nia Jax and Tamina. But during the conflict, Becky Lynch gets busted. Yeah, she gets busted and she's bleeding and everything like that. And I was like, that can't be good. So, at least SmackDown women were left standing. The funniest part about that, Charlotte was even there with them, fighting. And SmackDown women, okay, Ronda Rousey actually comes from the back with one arm, flipping everybody over. I'm just like, you're trying to make her a superpower here? Even with one arm, flipping the Iconics and flipping Lana. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But Becky gets a chair and whacks Ronda with it and lays her out. And goes up the freaking stairs outside of the ring in the crowd, Shield style, celebrating. But Ronda is still up and looking all mean. Like, I'm like, you couldn't even knock her out? I'm just like, this is ridiculous. And that ends the show with an invasion. Okay. Stephanie was pissed, obviously, and saying to Baron Corbin, what are you going to do about it? Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. Baron Corbin is saying that he doesn't know how they got into the building. Wait a minute here. Rewind to last year. Baron Corbin was a part of the invasion of SmackDown to Raw. But this year he's the acting Raw general manager, and he's saying that he doesn't know? What sense does that make? You're telling me that you were unprepared for a SmackDown or invasion, even though you participated in one last year. You were unprepared. Totally unprepared. Seriously? That doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. It's stupid. Anyway, that's it. That was Raw, and that was the going home show before Survivor Series. That's it. And again, do you think my opinions are full of shit? Do you agree or disagree with me? Please comment below. If you're on YouTube here. I'm just... give me a freaking break. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, set up those notifications. But again, this is just garbage. It's not the execution, it's the lack of explanation and lack of logic. This time around, it's just an invasion. Oh, okay, yeah, but wait. We did this last year and you weren't prepared this year? Seriously? Anyway, if you have any comments, please comment below. If you're on Spreaker.com or on Apple's iTunes, once again, thank you for joining along. But, yeah. I just can't get past the ridiculousness here. Drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and the theme is go. Credits.